This is Marty here, coming to you from my backyard. This is where I grew up, right on Lake Ontario. It's a beautiful winter day. There's actually no snow, and this is kind of what the lake looks like in the winter. Lake Huron looks like an ocean. You can't even see the other side. In later months in the year, there's going to be ice that will flow on. As you can see here, the ice is actually already starting to form. So this video is going to be about how you can start thinking in a language today. A lot of people have a problem when they start out learning, probably in public school. They will learn the language in your native tongue and then they will translate it over to the language that they learn. This creates issues in your mind. So from day one, when you start learning a language, you have to start thinking in that language. Now, this becomes very important when speaking fluently and having that flow. So you have to understand that if you're thinking in, say, for example, me, English, and then translating into the language I'm learning, I'm gonna stutter, I'm gonna stumble, and I'm gonna speak slow because I have to translate in my mind before I can even say the words out through my mouth. So always remember this when starting out learning a language. You have to be able to think from day one in that language. Now, how do you do that? Well, here's how I do it when I start. And it's actually kind of a skill that you master with time. You know how whenever you think, you're usually thinking in your native language? Well, you just have to do some magic mind voodoo where you change that to the language that you are learning. So for example, here's how I do it. I will be speaking in English, and then when I speak in another language, I completely switch my mind and think completely in that language alone. Now you can see how this would be hard from day one to complete because you only know a couple words, but it actually is possible to just start thinking very basically in that language. So my best tip for you is you have to start thinking in that language from day one, and it comes a lot more naturally as you learn more and more vocabulary. So I hope you enjoyed that tip today. Stay focused and start thinking in that language as you learn from day one. So as always, like and subscribe and have a nice day.